EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
Now Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A zero-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing now, Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw, here's Ward. Steps away to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down, Titans.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Ward. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's complete to Pierce. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On the option left is Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, Pollard again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Ward. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hekker on to punt for Tennessee. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's good for
a lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 44 yards for Jonathan Taylor as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Colts 10.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Pollard taking up the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the option left, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
DK to return.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Off play action, Ward.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Again, it's Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
1st down, Tennessee.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Ward. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 31, Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Warren, operating from the gun.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Titans.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On play action, Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play fake, here's Ward.
Being chased out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
At the 4-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. From the shotgun, it's Ward.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And that's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now Ward, 3rd and goal.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyler Lockett, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the
All tied up
line.
at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Ward. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. This one caught by Ridley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the Halftime Report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw is Ward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Ward. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now Ward. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Chigakonkwo, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
Jones pass, complete to Michael Pittman. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 72 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, The kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Running right is Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, Ward. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That's complete to Pierce. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Ward. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
For Adonai Mitchell, incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Mike Badgley.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This one finds Pierce on the out route, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Jones. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. 14 yards that time for number 14.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Taylor is going backwards here. And they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here now, 2nd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Jones. The quick slant caught. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here's Jones. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 20.
A nice, tidy little drive there,
17.
getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, But in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.